Hey you guys, this is Erico here, and I hope you all are doing fantastic because you are clicking the notification bell and liking this video or disliking this video. Just giving your opinions about anything that I talk about. This Chinese artist has been known for getting on the Chinese government's nerves because he's constantly pushing the envelope. He's constantly asking questions like many other citizens in China, but he is an artist that took an exhibit and placed over 300,000 people's personal information in it. Everybody's like, oh, ooh, oh, like, I think everybody was on there like, well, how did he get this? He literally decided he was gonna dig into the black market, found a poster with a number on it, and he just got all of this information from the black market and he put it in his exhibit and people went to see it. And I know people were like, wait a minute, that's my information. How you get my information? That's my auntie's information. It's showing she ain't pay her phone bill last month. So the Chinese authorities found out about this and they said, okay, we gotta shut this down. They ran in and they took everything away. This did not stop this 30-something-year-old man though. He decided that he was gonna continue and he was gonna make a part 2 to his exhibit. But this time he moved to Beijing and he saw that there was a whole bunch of cameras all over the place. And he said, I'm used to cameras from where I come from, but not cameras like this. So he got people together and he said, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna see if we can avoid these cameras. We're gonna see if we can find the blind spots. We're gonna see if we can just go undetected. It was kind of cute, I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at the articles and the pictures and just how they were trying to really lean up against the wall and they thought that they were not gonna be detected. They didn't see how advanced these cameras are, did they? Because those cameras, that's some futuristic stuff that nobody is ready for, that they have. But people on the internet, I believe they were under the wrong impression about this whole experiment. People were saying it's a protest. It was not a protest. It was literally him getting information. Some people were saying that, well, why the children in the protest? You all must not want to be protected from criminals, and why are you all going against this? He said that he was all for the cameras for crime. What he said that he was against was that these cameras are watching you 24/7. How do you know these cameras are always for good? How do you know with some of the corruption and the powers that be in China that they're going to use these cameras for good only? And I was looking at how advanced these cameras are. The camera knows you by how you walk. The camera knows you facial recognition. They had it matching your eyes and lips and facial shape. I was just like, how did y'all do all this? Y'all like iRobot over here, futuristic. I'm not ready. I can't. I wasn't ready for all this. I had to take a step back. I was like, so who made this? like how did you all get this technology? Like, is this some type of new planet? Like, this is not China. This is Wang Fu Chang Yang planet XXI. Because I was like, where? It was crazy to me. I am a little concerned for his well-being because look at all of the journalists and the doctors who were trying to tell the truth about the virus and they don't exist anymore. So I really hope he doesn't get spirited away or just goes poof and disappears from existence, because this happens a lot and what he's doing needs to be seen, needs to be thought about, needs to be told. But a lot of times these voices get shut up, canceled out, and I do think that it's important too that as people who are not of that culture but get to see the news, continue to read about it, talk about it, know all that you can know about things that are going on, because this does indirectly and directly affect us as well. But of course, long story short, they did not avoid the cameras. But I just think that he is so interesting. They call him Big Brother because he's constantly trying to do something that makes you think. And you know, the government in China doesn't really want you to think. What they want you to do is follow them. They want you to believe everything that they tell you. They want you to put all faith in them. But meanwhile, there are people in Wuhan that are still banging on the door, trying to break down the gate, asking questions about where COVID came from. And people want answers. And this is why I never blame Chinese people as a whole and the citizens and everything that was happening with them being attacked in those isolated incidents. Because how are you going to attack them when they're just as much in the dark as everybody else? They don't know anything. You think that just because they look like said person that created the origin of this thing that they're also to blame. That's stupid. It's a constant thing. If you look at the news and what's going on in Beijing and all of the different events, they're trying to piece everything together just like we are. So you know, I would never sit and have animosity toward someone just because they're Asian or just because they're Chinese. It's stupid. I do think that people like this artist need to exist because they constantly are going to show you a different side. And I'm all for listening to people's opinions who I might not agree with, people's opinions who I do agree with, or just listening to all types of different points of views. Because we need this in society and everyone should be allowed to speak. This guy is amazing to me. I want to see like what comes of his next exhibit, what he does, because this right here, it was cute, it was thought-provoking, it was interesting seeing him really try to avoid the cameras and seeing people try to help him out and him actually making a plan too. I was like, go ahead. I'm like, you go ahead and get those brain cells moving, because he really tried. And the whole thing, as a result, was so interesting. So you guys, put below how you feel about this. There'll be links to the articles below. Follow my social media, mostly my Instagram. Also have a blog on East Asian pop culture. The link is always down in the description box below. And remember, be real. Stay real. Live in the real. And I will surely be back. Take care of yourselves. Love you. Thank you for your support, the comments, likes, opposing opinions, different opinions. I welcome it all.